I wasn't gonna make this video, but there's some interesting tech here for Warlocks and Druids, so I thought why not. On the 24th of August 2024, I released this video. It's a 6-minute long video. Basically, temp HP was changed from classic 5e to work differently, and that caused a unique technique where you could turn into a giant ape and then turn back to your normal form, and still have the temp HP. Not only did the specific rule support this, but so did the general rule. For the general rule, they cut the sentence in half intentionally. 7 months later, there was an errata on April 16th. They fixed the polymorph temp HP. It says, in the second paragraph of the spell's description, the following sentence has been added after the first. Quote, these temporary hit points vanish if any remain when the spell ends. End quote. Wizards of the Coast saw my video. I thought that was super cool. They see where I'm coming from. This seriously put a smile on my face. I was really happy. So the polymorph tech doesn't work anymore, but the tech in the general rule still isn't patched. They know about it. They saw my video. This is 100% intentional. So this is worth talking about in optimization. We can get things out of druids and warlocks. So welcome to Pack Tactics, where I spread awareness and it gets fixed. You're welcome, guys. I'm making your games better. Let's read the general rule for temporary hit points first. It says under duration that temporary hit points last until they're depleted or you finish a long rest. This is 2024 rules on release. This has not been errated. It's 100% intentional. What if they errata it later? That would give me a really good laugh. But anyways, let's talk about Armor of Agathys for Warlocks. This is now a bonus action cast in 2024, which is very nice. But also the temp HP doesn't last for the duration of this spell. All it says is you gain 5 temporary hit points, The spell ends early if you have no temporary hit points. So we have to go to the general rule then. Correct. And there it says under duration, temporary hit points last until they're depleted or you finish a long rest. The specific rule, which is the spell, doesn't say otherwise, so the general rule applies. But Kupal, the spell says it lasts an hour. What actually goes away then? The cold damage part is what ends. Ah, I see. That's a really good buff. Now it's an extra safety net for level 1 that's really easy to cast. Before you start the day, you can cast this, then short rest to get your slot back. And then you're ready to go. You can rest cast with this too. You don't need Fiendish Vigor Invocation or anything. I think this is way better because you can invest your invocation into other things instead. Armor of Agathys scales greatly too. Lastly, this is just in case you're new to the game or just didn't know. If you have this spell up with the cold damage and someone makes a melee attack on you, and let's say it does like 2 damage to you, then the enemy takes 5 damage from your spell. This keeps happening until the temp HP goes away or the duration of the spell is over. Now let's quickly head on over to Druids. Wild Shape is now temp HP in 2024. All it says under temporary hit points is when you assume a Wild Shape form, you gain a number of temporary hit points equal to your druid level. So it's the exact same thing. The temp HP doesn't last for the duration of Wild Shape. The general rule applies. And remember, you regain 1 wild shape slot on a short rest, so you're basically doing the same thing the Warlock is. Though it's not that much temp HP, but for Moon Druids, you get 3 times your druid level in temp HP. So it does stack up for them. It's pretty noteworthy. But yeah, that's basically it. And for more proof, just look at False Life. The duration is instantaneous. So in case somebody in the comments is like, no, that's not how it works, that's not intentional, then False Life mechanically doesn't work at all. All it says is you get temporary hit points and the duration is instantaneous. So the general rule applies. End of video. Check out the Kobold and Gator Dice on Kickstarter. We want to roll, optimize, and adventure with you. We need 500 more followers and then we'll be nice and ready for the next stage. If you really want to support us directly, then this is the perfect way to do it. Anyways, thank you for watching. Bye bye!